I lost my dad yesterday. Today we'll be burying him. I don't know what I'll be feeling tomorrow. But this is what I feel today. Content, proud, maybe even good. Dare I say, happy. How can it be to be feeling such feelings when the man who brought you into this world, who loved you so much, is gone? All 97 odd years of him, just like that. A lifetime of integrity, dignity, wisdom, humor, achievements, respect for others, respect for himself, and basic respect for anyone around him, no matter what. A man of reason and logic, of heart and resolve, a man of honorable intentions, a good father, a good man. How can I be feeling okay? How can I be happy? Is it wrong to say that I'm alright? This the naive, hopeful, poetic Eitan speaking? Or is this the 100% grounded Eitan who knows exactly what the deal is inside my heart, and that the deal is my dad, and the deal of a life well lived? My Abba was called Abraham, Abe Chitayat. He was the oldest of 6 siblings. Born in Baghdad, Iraq, around 1929, he left for Israel in the 50s and served in the IDF, of which he was very proud. What followed was a remarkable journey, a life defined, as my brother said, by resilience, by grace, and by a sense of adventure that took him far beyond the borders of where he escaped. He built a solid business career that spanned continents, carrying him to Japan, to Hong Kong and London, before bringing him back home, here. Along the way, his smarts, integrity, warmth, and natural charisma opened doors and hearts alike, and his gift for storytelling, as we've discussed, left a mark on toddlers, friends, colleagues, strangers, the elderly, on practically everyone he encountered. At his ripe old age, we've seen and heard of immensely difficult stories of people passing on to the next world. My dad wasn't in the greatest of health, and there was a decline over the past couple of years, and though his pace was slow, his wit was quick, almost until the very end. Certainly in his eyes, and even in his grip. But when the end came, it came quick. I was on a speaking tour in Australia, and then a proper vacation with my family for the first time in 2 years in New Zealand. And incredible as it wasn't easy to be away. But Dad, I knew that he was okay with it, and it's probably what he would have done too. So I let that guide me. It was a race against time to get back, as we learned of his condition, a real nail-biter of a race to get back. But Dad waited, not only for me and the kids, but he waited for all his children, and all his grandchildren, and many friends and family members who came to see him. He passed away peacefully and calmly, without pain and without suffering, in his own home, in my parents' bedroom with the woman he loved so much, Ima, by his side, my mother, Dad's rock, and my sister and I by his side as well. He heard all the things that we wanted and needed to tell him. He felt our hands on his hands, playing with his hair, stroking his cheek gently, warming his feet with our touch and colorful socks, like a king, like a legend, like Abe. We got to say goodbye, and he got to say goodbye to us as well, because he held on. He didn't take the easy route. He never did. He did the work. He made it happen like he's done for so many others throughout his life. Like he did for his parents, his siblings, his wife, his children, his grandchildren, friends, and acquaintances. But most importantly, like he did it for himself. That's how my dad went. In charge, his way, right until the end. And who the hell does that? Who the hell does that? Abba. Us, Dad? I guess I had a father-son relationship which is no different to many fathers and sons. Complicated, respectful, confrontational, friendly, explosive, loving, frustrating, along with a healthy dose of, what the heck are you doing, Eitan? I know exactly what the heck I'm doing, Dad. Conversations where he expected so much of what I did to be exactly what he would do. that it hardly ever was. Once in a while, he said he was proud of me. Right, Mum? I heard it secondhand via Mum. A lot, bless her. I don't know what he was so proud of, because he never really told me. I think he might have struggled with my self-confidence and ability to do what I want to do, against his better judgment. And he was the most judgmental person I ever met. But ultimately, I think he respected it. And though he didn't understand my way, with the results, I think, in time, that he felt them. With the woman that I married and had the insanity to marry me, the way I'm raising my children, how they are turning out, the way I run my small business, the way I will speak up publicly for who I am in a time when it's hard to, despite growing up in a family where many times to this day, there were feelings of marginalization. I was the youngest in the family and was treated as such, which is fine. That has always had an effect on me feeling a little strange. I bear no ill without that, and it's not anything I haven't told you before very openly. It is what it is. We all have our shit. I have mine. When it was just me and him, there was none of that, just our simple relationship and endless conversations with affection. Thank you, always, for your honesty, and sometimes brutal honesty and tough love, Dad. We spoke pretty much every day. We didn't see eye to eye about a lot of things, but we also saw eye to eye about plenty. He said a lot of wise things, sometimes appreciated, sometimes not. One thing Abba always said, which stayed with me, was to be generous with others and to try and put others first, step into their shoes. I try that. Another thing was to give people, all people, basic respect. I try that. To give people kindness, to do the right thing, to have integrity above all else, and that your name is all you have. I try that. To work hard, I try that. It was never really good enough for most of my childhood and teens. He had high standards, and I grew up feeling I fell short. He didn't go easy on me. I wasn't an A grade student like he was. I was a D grade student. His how wasn't always an approach I'd recommend, but his what is. The do better discipline helped in the long run. It made me more resilient, like him. Have higher self-standards. Prove him wrong, which in a sense was to prove him right. Something that was super important to him was to ensure we knew we were Jewish, the connection to our roots, our culture and religion, even though we're not religious, and to have a connection to our land here in Israel. He was a proud Jew, and we celebrated that. Lastly, he said one other thing, which I lived by for a really long time, and then one day I kind of stopped living by it because it stopped making sense to me. The phrase was, everything in moderation. In the context of you, my father, how can you have everything in moderation, which includes love for a father like you, Dad? And that broke the formula for me. Friends, family, Mum, a true and beautiful tribute is only as beautiful as the person who earns it. My dad earned it. The proof is how he lived, how he went out in the end, which people he was with, and when he went out, that he was where he wanted to be when he went out, the timing of when, and that he went out his way too. He's not fully out though. I can feel him. He's here right now. Can you feel him? Can you feel the joy of life that he loved so much, even here? Well, I can. So yeah, I'm happy, Dad. And I'm grateful for you and your example. I can't not be who I am or silence what I feel because you lived as proof that I shouldn't, even when it rubbed you the wrong way, even when it tested you, even when it wasn't easy for you, even when it might be controversial. Sorry, not sorry. Gotta do it my way, and in your own crazy way. I got that from you. But you always did know that deep inside, didn't you? I love you, Abale. And I always will. I believe you're right here with me, with us, and I take your beautiful, eternal soul everywhere I go. Please carry my eternal love and thanks and gratitude everywhere you go too. Baruch Dayan Emet. Abba.